Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you. Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you.
Oh yeah!
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Oh time. Ready.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
I'm want to call and talk of the King's Day.
That's the reason I'm done with him, because I see the boy out there to get up here with the same Raga.
Hold on. The boy have you and the girl up here with the same red rock?
Yes. Raga.
Yeah.
Beside the girl with the next side of story about the red Raga. Then people that look at me and say you're aganeering because the way we are.
Yo, that word them mad. Aganeering. Aganeering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti, I did mix up daddy. Hallelujah. Ragashanti go on and on. Yes, Ragashanti. Do you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with the handle side of it.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Present. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Check. Wagwan, people, big up on yourself in the night. Yeah, big up on yourself. Everything is everything. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. You know, so I'm hungry. No, I'm hungry, man, but you don't know. Come over the train and jump in and my car and shut it come over here and thing, you know. That's the busy man that I am. That's what the thing set. You understand? You understand? Bless up on yourself, people, and everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Big up on yourself. Proper respect all massive all crew. You know, don't know ups or wrongs or downs. Augustone family. What? Hold on. Oh. Augustone family, big up on yourself, you know. What we say Waterhouse, you know, don't know, Jewsland and all them ends there. Marvally, do so, all right? Large up for large up, Rallington Town, Franklin Town, Vineyard Town. Everybody over them ends there, large up. All East people, big up, what we say? Dunkirk, Backagad and them ends the south side, forever. Nah change, nah switch, you know, Gold Street, Fleet Street, Widows Lane, Blake Road, Ayuban Street, Cloverley Road, large up, all spoilers massive, big up on yourself. What we say, Wildman Street, down, Tex Lane, James Street, Sutton Street, Bung Bang. So the thing said, Tel Aviv family, big up, Rum Lane, everything down there, so you see it. Yeah, large up Barry Street and thing, and you don't know, Everything is everything. What we say West Kingston, the thing seal up, you know. What we say Percy Street, Bread Lane, North Street, Beeston Street, Charles Street, Bond Street, Spanish Town, down at Curry. Everything, yeah, Lizard Town, TG. It goes so in all Junglist family, big up, Cali Summit, you don't know, Havana, you don't know. Large up on the Brooklyn, Rome, and all them places, they don't it. Yeah, Jonestown, Craigtown, seal up everything is everything in a proper respect, man, yeah. Boy, I would day, and boy, I wanna give my phone look a piece today. No piece of my phone today, though. No piece of my phone. And because you know, Spice Instagram account put out a post today and thing, boy, I wanna get busy. Wanna get busy, you're right away. Let me tell you some most away. You know, most of the things them wanna say to me about this and that and that and this and Ray. Most of them things I'm not to respond to most of them something. I'm not busy about which celebrity said this. I'm not busy about who for family said this, who alleged this, who believe in this about retribution and who got trouble, who come back and whap it back. I'm not busy all of them something. I'm not busy all of them things, right? One bag of mix up and all kind of drama. I'm not busy all of them something. I get too old for them, right? So, the part where me business in is what happened and what it mean for owner out there who is so interested in what plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery can do for you. And, you know, within the context of that, this thing has become phenomenally popular. And whole heap of people want to do it. And men do it too, but women especially. And thing and whatever. And again, my concern is what has been going on is that many of you, you know, you approach this thing as if it's something that, you know, you just go in and do with the doctor or do with the surgeon, and then you leave and then you're okay. And you get the benefits of it and then you're okay. And I just want to continue to impress upon you that such is not the case. That this is a very complex issue. It's a complex process that is fraught with a tremendous amount of risks. Some of these risks can be immediate, and some of these risks are in the long term. And depending on which of these body-altering surgeries you choose to do, some are more dangerous than others. If you do your nose or whatever, it's understandable that, I mean, that has its risks too, but it's understandable that it's going to be less risky than if you're doing a liposuction. Okay? So so today something was posted on Spice's Instagram account that has caused much reaction from a lot of people. Of course, the reaction is diverse. And again, people, there's a lot of emotions running high on this matter, understandably so. One, it is a very prominent person in Jamaica's stratosphere. Two, it involves a very popular process now, you know, plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, involving thousands upon thousands of people. So That is what has given this matter its saliency. That is what has increased its relevance. That is what has, those are the factors that have prompted a great many people to hold, significant interest. And a lot of people have an opportunity to learn about it now, to learn about these processes and things. So what was posted on Spice Official on Instagram, it reads, "Thank you, Jesus, for saving my life. Hi, besties. I am in a better space today to properly update you on my current health situation. I suffered a damaged hernia a few days ago that sent my body into sepsis. As a result, I was rushed to the hospital for immediate surgery. As you know, I've been off social media for a while to rest mentally. So little did I know that during my medical scare, it was already being said that I had a heart attack, that I was in a coma, and that I also died. But none of that is true. However, I'm still recovering from what really happened, so thanks so much for all the prayers and concerns." Prayers and concerns. "Please take great care of yourself. Eat, live, love, laugh like it's your last day. I love you all so much. And you don't know, Gracie always are going to be ourselves. So I guess this is, probably it should be said this is no more jumping off of speaker boxes for me. To all the promoters that have a confirmed booking with me, please accept my humble apology. Cayman, I know you was up next for the 25th of this month. However, I'll see you at a later date. Any further information needed, there's always a contact in my bio. The Queen loves you all." Now, many of you have been all over this, and again, wherever me I go say, me I go get my beating to. That is just how it go. But first, I want to respectfully disagree with some of your conclusions from this post. Right? Some of you have interpreted this to mean that, with all due respect, I don't know how to reach this, but only say, shall tell lie. The post I tell lie. First of all, I don't assume say a Spice write this, but it could be our PR team. I will soon get to that part. So when I say shall tell lie. So I'm going to say, what shall I lie about? Shall I tell lie, say, I'm on a plastic surgeon? I said, well, if you read the thing the way it is, you can't say, shall I tell lie? You're wrong in your conclusion if you say, shall I tell lie? Why? The post did not address anything to do with plastic surgery. Now, we'll soon get to that, because that by itself, is gives you reason for you to say, oh, whoa, well, you never say nothing about that. But the point I'm making is you can't say shall tell lie or the post I tell lie, because the post neither say there was no plastic surgery or there was plastic surgery. So you see, when you're doing public relations, there's a rule. There's one of the fundamental rules of public relations. It's like, don't say more than you need to say, and don't say less than you need to say. Again, one of the rules is don't say more than you need to say, and don't say less than you need to say. Now, in my opinion, somebody made an attempt to do some PR thing here, and I have my opinions about it and whatever, but let us say it could have been very different. But what I'm saying here is she did not address it, so you can't say she lied. But what you can say is if you convince it was so, then you can't say she omitted mentioning that, right? You can't say, but she never said nothing about that. But you can't say she lied because she did not deny it. Now, by not denying it, yeah, I admit that opened up the door because it just go to her way to say nothing ever goes with a heart attack. And she said nothing ever goes with coma. And she addressed those things and whatever. Then, you know, it woke me up for you to say, so, oh, you never said nothing ever goes about, you know, plastic surgery, right? You know? Well, yeah, there's an opening there to say, acknowledgement by omission. By not addressing the elephant in the room, you open up room now for people and say, yeah, so she don't say nothing about plastic surgery and whatever and things like that. But you deny other thing, but you don't say nothing about plastic surgery. You know? But you can't say the post a tell lie. Because the post did not deny plastic surgery. Right? The other thing I want to focus on is the hernia thing. So when they say, oh, she tell lie about hernia when it's something else. People remember, you know, hernia, to the best of my knowledge, hernia is what we in Jamaica refer to as bosun, right? And it is that swelling. It's like sitting to get big pan you and thing inside of you and somewhere in your pelvic region and all them something. So you get bosun. Now, I don't know when that thing swell, what it can do. But hernia does have some relations to intestines. And as you may recall from my show on Monday, I told you the reports are scary, you know. The reports are that allegedly, reportedly, you know, Spice went to the Dominican Republic for some plastic surgery. And while doing so, allegedly, reportedly, her intestines, what we call our tripe, was punctured in the process. And that puncture resulted in the contents of the tripe, allegedly, reportedly, seeping out and going into her body. And remember, the contents of tripe, of intestines, is waste. It's toxic waste. It is stuff that can kill you, straight up. It is stuff that has no place outside of the intestines. Because the human body, you know, is a design of incredible marvel, you know. And the way the human body, you know, evolved to take care of itself and to, you know, to get rid of that which is not supposed to be in your body is just amazing. And, you know, the intestines is very critical. So if the contents of your intestines of your tribe come out in your body, if like feces and fecal matter and them toxic things that come out in your body, then, you know, it can result in that sepsis, you know, that sepsis thing there that was mentioned, which, by the way, as you will recall Monday, is basically that me telling us that go on and thing, all right? So, I would encourage you to be careful that you are interpreting omission as lying. So if the post did not mention certain things that you think are topical on this matter, not mentioning those things, you know, you can make an argument, say, oh, well, this is a little deceptive, you know, this is a little screechy pan way or what. Yeah, you know, that's how the game play, you know. You know, Spice is a prominent woman. She's internationally renowned. And a big part of when you have a career like that is about managing the narrative that surrounds you. It's about managing your brand. And in this information age, things spread fast in real time, so people have to be skilled in managing, information that surrounds them. We understand that, right? So this is part of the game, from your star, them thing you have to go on. You see? So if you want to, make an argument for an indictment, say, oh, you left out this, oh, you left out that we can understand, but we can't say them a tell lie, because they did not deny the things them only say them a lie about. They just didn't mention it. All right. That being said, reports are that she's still in intensive care in the Dominican Republic, allegedly, reportedly, and that she's still not in a position to be, where she can, like I tell you people, there's a whole bunch of things. I don't want going where I don't need for going, but just she's still not, reportedly, allegedly, she's still not in a position where them can move her to Florida, where I hear say them want to move her, right? I spoke to a couple doctors about this thing. And what they explained to me is that based on what them understand about it and what them hear too, allegedly reported, and what them hear, I have to do that for the, when you're on radio, you have to say them something when you're doing these things. They said that, one, she is indeed, either lucky or very thankful to be alive. They said that. So, we have to give thanks for that. Again, both doctors them say, yo, and these are learned people on these things. And them say, no man, it's a serious thing. The sepsis something there and your intestines and all them things there. So them say she's indeed lucky to be alive. But they also say she is looking at somewhere around 6 months at a minimum of a whole cleansing process. They explain certain things to me where we can't really say on radio because they're very graphic. Even though they're doctors and they might tell you wagwan in terms of when them something they go in your body and whatever. And I will spare you the gory details with that and thing, but I know not no pretty. I know not no pretty people. I know not no pretty. So them, they explain how those things put the body in shock, because apparently when it come out now, it affect your kidney, it affect your liver, it affect all these organs. And remember, all organs in your body, they're interdependent. None operate on its own. Everybody in your body, every organ in your body need the other organ them in your body. You understand? So, and then this thing, the human body, is more liquid than it is solid. I think it's something like 80% of the human body is like water. I know some of you have a particular understanding of how creation came into being and thing, but there's another explanation that said the creation is related to water. And when baby are developed, them in a water. You know that's something there. 2/3 of Earth is water. So most of Earth are water. There are thousands upon thousands of miles of water area that we don't even have technology for go down at them places. So there are undiscovered marvels and reality and science and whatever in a water. I don't want to cuss me about this, but there's credible scholarship out there that explain that all land life form have their genesis from water. So water, very, 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 very important. Very, very, very important for we. And if the thing will come out our intestines now, was liquefied in its substance and whatever, that gone in our bloodstream and all them something. So what the doctor them explained to me that whole cleansing thing there, and it not gonna be nothing normal for you. A serious something. So them say, boy, she have a trying tough time ahead in terms of the treatment. People just imagine you have to, you need that liquid in your body, right? You need that substance in your body to live. But if that substance is now toxic, how you go about clearing the toxic matter from that substance, imagine if you strain out something out of water, and not easy that, and you have to go do that out of one human body and whatever. So it's pretty serious. Now, again, I'm going to get beaten for this, which somehow, you may come present when, because people are defend who for defend. I am saying, let me tell them I get involved in the other passa and the other drama, them and the other this and that and why and who this and. Hey, so sitting there chat out there, see about retribution, who work, who do this, who do that, and who bring bad blessing, all kind of. Me not busy with them something. When me want uno to know, all man me want to listen this to because again, we are reiterate this thing, Me not judge Me not telling no one to do, not growing people. All I'm doing is I'm just sharing something with for meditating for myself, and I'm especially reaching out to the people who are being flippant and casual about plastic surgery. You heard on Monday, a woman called in and she said she do her thing, she do her plastic surgery, but she explained that even going to the dentist, she still have to be careful what happened with the dentist and what the dentist do in relation to a plastic surgery where she do how long. So this is a lifetime thing, people. It's not somewhere you go down and buy one patty and cocoa bread. It's not somewhere you go buy one blouse and you say you look good now. It's a lifetime, it's a life adjustment thing when I engage in a right and a particular when I do Brazilian butt lift and liposuction and them something that does more invasive part, invasion, and that invasive means it's an invade in your body. It's an, and when the doctor themselves, the surgeon them in there for do it, one simple little mistake, one little slip and whatever can cause a rupture, yes, a rupture, this one thing, and dog nyam your supper. So I am not judging anybody. I get beaten already, so I judge. No. Again, I have a bunch of friends who have done plastic surgery, and they're wonderful people. Plastic surgery essentially don't change your personality. If you're a nice person and you do plastic surgery, when you're done, you're a nice person who have plastic surgery. If you're one dirty old wicked person or whatever, when you're done, you're a dirty old wicked person who got plastic surgery. So, well, mind you, you have people who do it and say them feel better about themselves. They're more confident, and so you have that dimension. But I'm saying fundamentally, you are still who you are. All I'm saying, and I keep emphasizing is, and with all due respect, again, in the case of Spice, by them not even addressing the plastic surgery part, I'm not here. My objective here is not to get in any argument and say, oh, this and that and why you left out that and that me the pan or whatever. But, people, again, it is said that she's still in the Dominican Republic. It is reportedly that she is still in intensive care, and reportedly that she cannot even move. All kind of things happen, The thing gets so serious, and they were wondering like what happened, that they had to summon a relative, an immediate relative, in case they had to make certain decisions. It was quite serious, apparently, allegedly and reportedly, right? And what I want you, the world, to understand is this thing is serious. The more you do it, the more there's a likelihood something can happen where not too wonderful. On Monday, I spoke extensively on it in terms of what your options are, why, in terms of appearance and aesthetics and things, why so many of us, would take the looks thing so serious, right? So who want to check it out and can check out that show there, right? I'm not going back in all of them something there and whatever. I gave you a historical context for it. I gave you examples of it, of the way it is operationalized now. And I touched on, that the mental health part in terms of what knowledge can do for you, in terms of how you can feel about yourself and how your feelings about yourself will influence what choices you make and what risks you might take, in order to look good or not look good. And I reminded you that looks is relative, it's culturally dependent and thing, and that ideally you want to be at a place where you're just comfortable with who you are in general, and that even if you want to do something about it and thing, you don't necessarily think that, you absolutely must engage in a procedure that is so risky, that it's invasive, that it have to go inside of you. Perhaps you'd be more willing to take the more difficult route, which is watch your diet, watch your intake of carbohydrates, exercise as much as you can, and things like that, and do look, take care of yourself and thing. Watch the oil and the salt and them thing there, and take a more a less risky route, if you want to look better and thing. That's all. That's my central argument. That's my central argument. So if you Lego this thing, you like plastic surgery, it's just a simplistic little thing. You just get a little surgeon and you get your money and you go down there and you're good after that. No. And that there's a complex psychological component to it. What going on in your mind, right? We don't even have time for going at them something. They probably forget somebody to talk about that and whatever upon the show. But this is the real issue there, What going on in the mind? What going on in the mind, right? And what is real power? When you can be happy with yourself no matter what. And when people are fling them out for you and say this and that, but oh, you look at, oh, you that, you can sorry for them. And you end up and get desperate in yourself and run down with this and that and that and that to please the world and for please people and end up a risky life. I end up in that. And people, I'm not throwing word pan spice. I'm not throwing word pan spice. Even though someone want to take it, they say no. I'm just saying that this incident here, it gives us the opportunity to learn from it, and that this thing, boy, the thing get common. This BBL thing and plastic surgery coming like nothing to someone out there. It coming like nothing, and someone who now go back. The more you go back, a problem. You see some people who keep on and go back and look how them look. Them don't stay right. Look how much body I drop down out there. Right? You have some people now, the way them look now, I better them did stay or them did stay before. And most of the people who experience these problems with it, they don't talk about it. So, no. Enough of them not talk about it. All right, we will have a break. We'll soon come back, and then we'll come back. We'll go to a phone line.
It's the Bridge 99 FM.
How you deal with?
Gonna leave.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Yeah, man, welcome back up in here. Sitting here. One of the point them where on touch upon in terms of the post. You know, somehow want to take issue with the post, implying that because Spice had post that she was taking a break from social media, that's all it was, that she was taking a break from social media, and that it was when the hernia issue come up and thing. I want to interpret that to mean that she's saying that it has nothing to do with plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery. And again, I said to her, say, there was no denial of plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery in the post. Una can't say, you know, any liar tell this. And the only way una could have said liar tell is if una know for a fact, however una want to know, say she did indeed, that it's about plastic surgery and thing or whatever. And then she said, nothing no go so. But there's nothing in the post, was nothing no go so. And I think some of you are confused about the picture. I want to say in the post though, and the things that the picture just take, just so you know the picture, then no just take. All right. So, if any of you are members of Ragashanti TV over YouTube, a new members only video or post, basically one where I go see before everybody else. I think that video I may put it out later on, like a week from now or several days from now or whatever. But again, members of Ragashanti TV, a members only video, became active in the night. Yeah, it's one that is very interesting. It's like a little it's a mix-up and thing, but you know, there is some information, you know, surround it, and it has to do with alpha females. You know, sex with alpha females, right? Sex with alpha females, and it involves a mix-up where somebody didn't know whatever, and I think it's some interesting information where you want to check out and things. See? All right, so the phone line up, you know, call in and ask what you want to ask and talk, what you want to talk and all these things. People do remember, so come Saturday, December the 3rd, it's all about a thing with Dub Master Chris, a juggler. The man I got turn over New York to Ratty. Dub Master Entertainment in association with Musa Music presents Dub Master Chris Birthday Bash. A big something that the Dub Club, right, featuring Jada Kingdom, Sham, Yaksta, Lali, Macadiamond, Gadget, Stick Up In, Ichuja, Flashmo, and of course MC Nuffy and Dub Master Chris, and the DJ Nori, Young Chow, Lava, and Killaboo, be a top DJ. And again, that a December 3rd, Amazura, right here in Queens, New York, and thing. Dobby, I'm a friend, Dobby, I'm a brother. Make sure so to come out, come support that one, yeah. Because that one you go shell with, that one you go slap with, that one you go go on with a bag of things, and the entertainment I go up, right? And I don't know the GPP boss lady, Jada Kingdom, I go deal with that one there. Wicked, all right? That's a December 3rd. So somebody has said, my question, why did Spice go to Dominica for one look at hernia when USA is so big? Is it the hernia why her doctor turned her down in USA? LOL, them lie your fret. Again, to the person who post this, you can't say them tell lie, right? Again, at no point did any press release or any PR statement or any comment, post under Spice, under the auspices of Spice social media account. At no point did they say them go to the Dominican Republic for hernia. So you can't say that a lie. In fact, at no point did anybody from them camp say she's been to the Dominican Republic. I don't know of any instance where they acknowledge that she's actually in the Dominican Republic. So, if nothing was said that she's in the Dominican Republic, if there is no official communique from Spice's camp that said that she was in the Dominican Republic, that she was not in the Dominican Republic. If nobody from the camp said that, you can't say them a tell lie. And by extension, if it wasn't even said that, oh, she go to the Dominican Republic to deal with hernia, well, you can't say them a tell lie. All you can say is that, oh, they're being clever by not mentioning it, by not mentioning anything about the Dominican Republic or mentioning anything about plastic surgery. That you can say, but it would be inaccurate to say that they're lying. So most of you who jump on that, I want to beat out that one there, who may want to, correct that. What is sepsis? What is sepsis? Oh boy. Sepsis, I need a medical doctor for them something, but sepsis have to do with a form of shock. It's a form of it's shock. My best explanation for it is shock relating to infection or inflammation. I would say, hold on, make I Google it, Clark. Hold on, make I do. Somebody asked me what is sepsis and whatever. Okay, here we go. Sepsis, also called septicemia, a life-threatening complication of an infection. Life-threatening complication of an infection. I mean, that line there alone, makes sense, what I was told, with the, what the reports are saying. A life-threatening complication of an infection. Sepsis occurs when chemicals released in the bloodstream to fight an infection trigger inflammation throughout the body. This can cause a cascade of changes that damage multiple organ systems, leading them to fail, sometimes even resulting in death. Right? So this makes sense, So it's saying sepsis occurs when chemicals released in the bloodstream to fight an infection. So if indeed her intestines were punctured and the contents of her intestines came out into her body, that would have triggered some sort of response in the body, i.e. the chemicals they spoke of right here, to try, because the body is very good at protecting itself, but of course it have limitations. So that would have triggered the body to engage to trigger, the production or the release of the appropriate chemicals to fight that infection. But what they're saying is that when that fight is occurring, it triggers an inflammation throughout the body, which perhaps is related to the reports of the seizures. So basically, if we have to try to make sense of this, when the contents come out of our intestines and go in our body, right, the body now try to protect itself, by countering that with some chemicals to go fight that toxic substance that were in our body, where the body knows nothing in there. And when that fight is occurring and whatever, it triggers, according to this, the inflammation throughout the body. And they're saying now, when this fight is occurring, it can cause a cascade. Cascade, this now is like a chain reaction. It's a cascade, one thing lead to another. So a whole heap of things start happening now, right? A cascade is when things start overflow. When things start overflow. So it can cause a cascade of changes that can damage multiple organs. And as the doctor them explained, so this makes sense. leading them to fail, and sometimes even resulting in death. And this is exactly what the doctor them explained to me and say, yeah, but them explain it different and they were a little bit more graphic in terms of what come out of it. But it makes sense, right? So if, the contents of our intestines of our tribe come out, where enough of them in our body and whatever, then the body will try to protect her, and send chemicals to fight them thing there. And when the fight they are going, that fight can lead to a kind of inflammation in the body, where just cause all kind of organs for just going like a chaotic spin and whatever and thing like that. And basically them I say that fight, that clash with the toxic thing and with the toxic contents and the other thing them where a fight that and whatever this and that, it just can cause a reaction from all the organs in the body where them can end up a fail in the fight. Yeah, Lady K, at the same thing, sepsis is a condition that results when an infection enters the bloodstream. The immune system is greatly compromised when the body attempts to put the proper defenses in place. Similar, yeah. So it's when the body a fight back now and thing or whatever. That fight between those what intend for cause harm and what intend for help or to eliminate the harm, that can result in that cascade of changes that can make damage multiple organs, causing them to fail. So it just speaks to the seriousness of the thing where she did go through. Cause I'm never telling them, me never know about this sepsis something, right? So I learned just how me never know about them sepsis. I didn't even know what sepsis is. But this is pretty serious, right? So the bacteria infect the bloodstream, which speaks to what I tell us, the doctor them tell me. Them tell me, say, yo, this for clean her out or whatever, or for get this thing out of the bloodstream, they're saying that she's going to be in intensive care for a while. Now, again, may have to phrase it that way up on radio. So, remember now the allegations are that it's plastic surgery Spice did go for, and liposuction and this and that. People have them different opinions as to if such is the case, why, them would want to admit it. Well, I know most people who end up in problems with it, they don't want nobody to know, they don't admit it. Most people who have problems from plastic surgery, them don't reveal it, them don't want nobody to know. And I guess for a lot of lay people out there, there's a certain amount of shame that comes with it. However, there's no secret here that Spice has done, plastic surgery and whatever. Spice hasn't. She's not. She has, revealed that she has before. So I guess the question is, why would they not want to say anything about it? No. Who knows, perhaps that is related to the post that she had made when she said she's coming off social media for a while because, the reason she gave wasn't anything to do with plastic surgery. So perhaps she's now in a position now where she's, where some people may say, oh, so when you tell me, say, you come off of social media for a while, I that did I go do, but you never tell me, say, I that did I go do. And so perhaps, them now want to put that out there and things like that. And somebody posts, sepsis is very serious. My co-worker had it from his appendix bursting inside of him. Thankfully, he recovered immediately. Took him a... Oh, Miss Lady, Munchie, how that your post? She said, thankfully, he recovered immediately. Took him a while to recover from it, though. You said, thankfully, he recovered immediately. Then the next sentence is, Took him a while to recover from it, though. I am going to interpret that what you mean was when the sepsis occurred, they were able to treat it immediately, and that there perhaps were some residual, negativities associated with it. And it took him a while. Okay. Jamaica called blood poison. Oh, yes. That just so you know, reports are allegedly that the doctor that Spice used, that Spice was the third person him ever do any plastic surgery upon. That Spice was the third person him ever do any plastic surgery upon. Right? And again, right there so that raises concern about his experience and his expert. Well, what am I saying his? I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. About the doctor's experience or their expertise and whatever. But one of the things that is of serious concern is, and I found to know about this too, a lot of people out there doing, and I'm not, again, people, because sometimes I say some things I want to think of Spice, but I'm not talking about Spice, right? I think many I want to know. A lot of people out there, you hear all these horror stories of people who are doing these things all in a hotel room, in some back room and whatever, and this and that, and, and apparently, is this thing like anything else where you can't get a deal that's some cheaper than some? I don't know anything. I don't know much about what go on with this thing, but just like with anything else, I would think that you have to engage with, particularly with something like this, where somebody are going inside of you. You have to engage in some serious due diligence, to ensure that the person who are going to do it know what them are do. Additionally, and this is the part where someone want to beat me for, when me talk about it Monday, because I don't know what is what in relation to Spice, but I can understand if you say why you feel for some Indian food, right? So you feel for Indian food or Chinese food, or you feel for Italian or whatever. And well, probably I shouldn't use that as an example. But you understand if somebody say, for wear heels, heels not good for you. And then you go on shoe store and them say, nah, you can't sell it this, because you're not for wear heels. Okay. Right? Then you go to our next shoe store and them say, we're not selling no shoes, because you're not for wear heels. And you're determined and you go on our next one and them say, no, we're not selling because you're not for wear heels. And you not stop till somebody say, yo, I know somebody who can sell you some heels, man, and some nice heels and whatever. And you say, yo, give me the link. And you go to Bamson, and you move, and you go buy that. That is something where somebody can, and then you go injure yourself in your heels now. Somebody say, yo, then look how much Stewart tell us, say, you know, for wear heels and you're going to wear heels and whatever and this and that. And I can't understand something like that. It's external to the body. It's outside of you. Right? And again, I don't beat me for this, because I don't know what is what and what is what the relation to Spice with certain things. But when I say people, if we're not going to pursue this thing, see, there's some I don't know what going on. Right? If we're not going to pursue this thing, and one doctor said, no, you know, me not going to do it because so and so and so. And you go to our next doctor and the doctor say, no, me not going to do it because so and so and so and so. You go to our next doctor and the doctor say, that surgeon say, no, me not go do it. Me can't do it with you. It's dangerous to do it with you. People, all me I say to you, just let it go, man. Nobody go do it. Worse if you get a second opinion. Worse if you get a third opinion. Worse if you get a fourth opinion. Right? So if, you know, the surgeon them repeatedly I tell you, say, boy, so and so and so and so and, you know, this and that and whatever and way. That is a good sign for you to say, boy, you know, I go do this thing, yeah. You gotta let it go. All right? Again, you know, now grown people, I don't want to think, say, me I lecture to, I preach to, and I tell them what to do. Right? But those things say that thing are different when people are going to, in general, when people who need surgery, people who, you know, them tell them, say them need surgery, they might get second and third opinion before them go even go do anything because, oh, they think serious. These are people who have, you know, medical problems and them need surgery. You understand? You know? Before them go do it, the way them take it thing serious. So, you know, me just I said to the eye them, if you're in that position, they don't make this thing I want to look good or look certain way or whatever and thing, you know. Me could not ignore them very obvious warning there. Said this thing is dangerous for you. You understand? And because you're determined and feel like say you're stronger than everybody else, you probably are going to force yourself to do it because you want to look a certain way or the pressures dip on you and them thing there and whatever. Don't do it. Let it go. And by not doing it and whatever, yeah, you may, depending on the reason why you want to do it, whatever you did hope to achieve from doing it, it follows. You're less likely to achieve that. If whatever it is you wanted to achieve demands that you look a certain way or you think so you have to look a certain way and that is why you wanted to do it. So if you can't do it, then whatever it is you wanted to achieve, you're less likely not going to achieve it. And what this go? Women will go over to the Mexican border and have breast augmentation and what is what? Abdominoplasty. Abdominoplasty. I don't know what that is, people. I just read what the people are saying. Unfortunately, they may have complications which may present years later. Well, yes, that is another thing when we hear. So this is a lifetime thing. Some people have a problem with, you know, plastic surgery where them do 5 years, 10 years before when them get older, certain things reach them. Here in the US, they can only take out 2% of the fat. But in DR, you can take out any amount you want. My backside or tummy tuck is abdominoplasty. The people, them are, well, and you know, say, oh, okay. You see that thing here, what a person, here in the US, they only can take out 2% of the fat. But in DR, you can take out any amount you want. I understand. Oh, people. You remember me I tell you, say you have certain things that I not to go in. All right, let me just make you know. Up here, them use the word obese. People think of obese as like a really nasty, dirty word. But obese just means you're overweight, you know. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if I'm considered obese based on your BMI, your body fat and whatever. So the term that was used, you know, with reference to spice is that, you know, there's something about the weight we should have. And that term was used. So I wouldn't be surprised if that really in the mix for true, you know, because who for tell, because who for tell if how much she want to take out or how she want to look, it exceed the limitations in the United States but that in other countries they will exceed that limitation, which if there's a limitation in the United States, it would be there for safety purposes, in terms of what percentage of fat you're allowed to take out of the person, and if you take out too much, what the ramifications may be, the consequences and things. But so if that is true, with this person, just to make we know and thing in terms of the 2% thing or whatever, then that will kind of explain some of the other things when we hear. We're not too going because, people that beat me say I make it about spice. When me really say that about spice, I talk about uno out there. I just say use the spice thing as a lesson, whatever. But that would make sense. That would make sense if the idea is the degree to which somebody want the plastic surgery, U.S. law does not allow them to go to that degree. But if you go another country, them can exceed that degree based on what the person want and things like that. Well, I don't know. I'm just like whatever. Yes, President, bring in the call. Yeah, bring in the call. Hello. Hello. Prezi? Okay. Jamaica. Hello. Who down there? Let me know now. Hello?
Raga.
Yeah, wagwa.
Yeah. Me the boat. You hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you now, yeah.
All right. Me listening you from the evening.
Yeah.
I'm bridging. We don't talk about the septic thing there.
Yeah.
Raga.
Yeah.
And I usually something in a youth.
What you know about it? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know about it. Since this come up, me know about it. Yeah.
Who feels it, knows it.
Oh, you go through it?
See? No, my family member.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's a thing, Pops. Remember, like pies in your blood,
Seen, yeah.
And it can't cure. I something can't cure, Raga. It can't cure. You take antibiotic till you're dead.
What you mean it can't cure? What you mean it can't?
It can't cure because your blood already poison, Pops. You understand? It's just like when you have a cut and you get out of control and keep dressing it till it becomes septic. It poisons your entire body. And when it poisons your entire body, you know what you do? Start shut down your organs them. You get strokes, heart attack, you put in a coma, kidney failure, all of them something. And it can't cure.
No, hold on. I spoke to 2 doctors who gave me the impression that there is that depending on the how it is, it can deal with. But they had explained to me that based on where them understand with this thing with spice, and I said, no, don't believe anything if them. Basically, they were communicating to me that don't believe anything like she's good now. Them say she's not going to be good anytime soon. Them say it take about 6 months at a minimum. Them say to cleanse that. So, are you sure you want to go?
Like them tell me how them go cleanse it. Cause the only thing them can do to help you with it is antibiotic, either oral or injection. And it's not a cure. Your bloodstream already poison. And then look after it and shut down your system.
No, but hold on, man. Then when we grew up and you hear people say, oh, you get blood poison and whatever and this and that. So you're sure it's just a permanent thing we can't cure?
Rather, this is one of the more dangerous, Pops. May I tell you? And that's something may I tell you the truth. That's something more dangerous.
So what you say you have a relative who go through it,
Yeah, man.
No, man, so somebody posts and say, no, it all depends on how severe it is. Exactly. It depends on how severe it is,
Well, as for my sister in there, make it, you talk. Mm-hmm. It's already in our stream them already.
No, but what I'm saying is you and I don't know how much of, how big or how minuscule the puncher was. You and I don't know that. We don't know if a little bit of something come out and, and have an impact or if enough. We don't know.
So, hold on. It shut down our whole body?
No, me no know.
Well, me just
hold on. I can tell you what was reported to me. What was reported to me was our body did go in a shock and she have these what you call it when people have fits? What you call it again?
That's the side effect you get from it.
No, well, so them said our body did go in at something, right? What I heard was can you remember the big thing was that she get heart attack?
Yeah.
What was reported to me that she never get heart attack. What I heard is that they must induce her in a state that is comparable seizure. That I heard, seizure. That she was having seizures, right? So what I heard, they induce her into a state that is comparable to a coma. So it's not like that she did go in a coma or she did get heart attack from it. I heard that they induce her in a state where, so she not conscious now, them put her in a state that will settle her body. So that them can treat her, them can start work on her. And that's some me get it, some of that shit, right? So me no know. You ask me like if someone, me no know them, some of them, me no know. Me can just tell her how me get it, So I hear that she was in these seasons and them couldn't control this and the thing they get chaotic and it look, that look emergency room, something they work fast. So if harder for them can work on her now, them induce, them know what them do, them doctor people, them induce that state in her, which we hear is a form of coma. But I like say the seizure them put her in a coma, and I like say the seizure them they make she get heart attack. Me say the doctor them put her in another state so that they could have worked on her, because apparently that is a protocol, in terms of them training and what them do. I saw them work.
Well, which she, me can't really talk about she. Come and know what is what.
Exactly, but we don't.
Except to see and sing what I most it a beat pan. You understand? Yeah. When you hear the name there, it's a dangerous
something. No, but obviously, if we just read what the definition is and think, basically they must say an infection, right? An infection go in your body and just cause the shock in your body. So you know how the human body works. That we not have to be doctor to know that. Once you get an infection, your immune system kick. That's something they when like them talk about red blood cell attack the white blood cell and thing, and them say, boy, if certain people have enough red blood cell and can't get for repair, so once the body experience a form of injury, there is a process where the body initiate to fight that injury there, to fight that infection there. You understand? And then you ever know when you get a cut and thing, all your finger swell up and thing and pus up and all them something there and whatever. I fight the body, I fight that thing there, So what am I saying now? When the fight they are going, with sepsis, it can overpower the organs them in a way where them end up a feel.
All right. Well, that's how one thing what happened to my family member. Bring her along at the emergency place this morning.
Yeah.
I was stand up right beside her. You could have get a cup of water out of her ear when I ring the ear. Oh. And she turned to me and said, "The sight gone." The eyesight gone. And you can see, you can feel her and I know said what her organs them I feel. And then them look about her and bring her on the ward. And the Sunday morning, rather when I go back, swing up from head to foot.
Well,
and then I have to move her, carry her to ICU, and she never make it back,
Well, that is the other thing then the doctor them tell me today. Them say, because the post make under her account, the doctor them say, listen, no. She well string up in a hospital right now. That them tell me.
Yeah.
Them say she well string up in a hospital right now. And say she can be conscious, but them say, she well string up the right, and thing. And
we're flying up, Pops. You heard a prayer, Father bless her and keep her, And I hope.
Who would want something like this happen to anybody?
People out there, sir. Yes, sir.
Want to pull through and
yes, man.
Some people feel a little bit,
a very intelligent young lady. Very intelligent.
Right. Very talented and thing and
man.
And whatever. And have our youth them and all these things.
So there's nothing good to say. I'm just settle them out. And Us give God thanks.
Right,
This
and
is prayer
a
life.
whole heap of bad things I say, and
No, we don't need that.
me no want get in on them part. Me
Yeah,
don't even
Pops.
want. Me not mention them. I don't want nobody call me about them or talk to me about
Which
them
is
or
right.
anything. You understand? Me
Which
don't
is
want-
right. Yes, sir.
Me just a talk about the thing itself. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
This
Just
is
a talk about
sickness.
the thing itself.
Sickness and not something feel grin your teeth
See,
and laugh about. You understand? Because nobody know what can be happen to us tomorrow. We can go out of bed good.
you see.
You understand? All right. And the same person when I tell about medical field, the person did in too. So you know where you go.
See,
And you see? All right. No say a word, man.
No say a word,
Big up
man.
yourself.
Respect. Cool.
Blessings.
I read an email where somebody said, Raga, a hernia is not something you just discover. It's something you most definitely will be aware of. I had an umbilical hernia for years and I would be in pain all the time. One day I was about to leave work and I just couldn't tolerate the pain or pop it in. I ended up in the emergency room doing an emergency surgery. The doctor said 1 more hour and it would have ruptured and my organs would have started failing. Now, I understand everyone's situation is different, but, and I'm right, the but, a lie shall tell, it have to make sense for me believe. Well, so you are saying here you don't think the issue is hernia. All right, so this person is basically saying, again, people, I don't know about these things, Let me just be honest with you. I don't know about these things. Prezi, balance up, man. Right? I don't know about these things, right? But this person is saying that hernia is something you would know, so you have it. Like, basically, if I were, let me paraphrase the email, take the liberty and paraphrase it. The person is saying that hernia is not something that just come about like that, That hernia is something that you have it for a while, But what I will say to this, again, when I say you're wrong, to the person the person. By the way, I had a breast reduction due to serious back pain. No implants. I didn't want anything in my body. It took 2.5 years to review the surgeon I used. LOL, I was paranoid. So she had said she had a breast reduction. She never even, it was a plastic surgery, she just had breast reduction, and it took her 2.5 years before she determined the surgeon where she used do that. But what I'm saying here to the person who's sending this email, the post on the Spices account was that the hernia broke. And you're saying, no, but, hernia or something will come up sudden, so you have hernia for a while, and But the post never said the hernia come up sudden. So, I don't want to believe, I'm just reasoning objectively, right? So, make my little input on what you say makes sense in terms of on analysis or when it don't make sense. So, if the report on that Spice post is that hernia broke and it caused sepsis, and you are saying, nah, man, hernia is something will come up sudden. So, when you have hernia, you have it a while before you know. But the post never say the hernia come up sudden. Why if she did have hernia and I make one know? And I like she, I'm saying there's room. If you are saying that it's not a hernia, and the reason where you give for say is not hernia, I'm saying that reasoning, it can be debunked because the post never said, she suddenly realized that she have hernia. So she could have the hernia a long time. I never say it, Somebody say, maybe she had a hernia but didn't tell the surgeon. It could be that the hernia strangulated, which can become life-threatening, something like that. No, it's not a Facebook page. It's on our Instagram. So you have to go over Instagram and look for Spice Official. So if you go on Instagram and look for Spice Official, then you would see the post, right? And again, people, I'm just reasoning objectively, and that a great many of you jump out and I say, this a lie, a lie, a lie, a lie. But omission, leaving out something, is not equivalent to lying. You can't say it's deceptive. You can't say it trickify. You can't say, it's a bit manipulative. You can't use other words, but you can't say a lie because them never make no direct statement about the objects them. What una say, I saw it go, so I lie them I tell them. There's nowhere in the post where them say, I saw it go with this specific thing or that specific thing, They just offered an explanation. So the most you can say is them leave out certain things, all right? Well, we'll have a break and we'll soon come back, all right? We'll soon forward. Okay. Down at Jamaica, the break. President, when you take a break, we know when the break, when it's end, And, okay, what them say right there, somebody send me this. Your abdomen is covered in layers of muscle and strong tissue that help you move and protect internal organs. A hernia is a gap in this muscular wall that allows the contents inside the abdomen to protrude outward. There are different types of hernias, but the most common hernia occur in the belly or groin areas. So, hernia the bosun name, when we grew up with it, we know it as bosun. We know about bosun as a kind that swell up, like it come like one big ball and thing and whatever. So they must say no. The bosun or hernia is a gap. Okay, the abdomen is covered by muscle and strong tissue that help you to move and protect internal organs. That a hernia is a gap in this muscular wall that allows the contents inside the abdomen to protrude outward. So that's why it push out. So the hernia push out. But if hernia boast, the person who's sending the email have a point. You usually, and something just catch you one pop, so you usually know say you have it before. That me know. You usually know say you have it before. But me just I say it wasn't said in the post under Spice IG that it was something that that you suddenly noticed. That wasn't said. Okay? That's all I'm saying, In other words, there's room, for there's room for us to make an argument, an objective argument that it is incorrect to say that she's lying. Well, the post is lying. People, just so you know, from again, me not too long. From what I was told is not Spice write the post. All right, just it's not Spice write the post, and I don't know who write the post, but and as I said earlier, I have my reservation that the post achieved what it was intended to achieve, which was to quell the rampant speculation and things like that. In my humble opinion, the post did not achieve that, and on the contrary, it as is very often the case with these things, if they're not skillfully handled by somebody who is versed in these areas in terms of controlling public narratives and things, and choosing the right words and how much to say and how much not to say and whatever. And these things are not dealt with by people who know the craft with them things and whatever. You can't try to quell down the thing, and you can't just exacerbate it, You can't just create more unanswered questions. I mean, that being said, though, a lot of people, them see that and be like, okay, we're good now. And it done right this, But, of course, a lot of other people, including some journalists in Jamaica, them link me and I say, boy, Raga, Anyway, Raga, don't know if you have ever seen this guy who used to sell newspaper in an area in New Kingston that had the biggest boss that I've ever seen. I think I know who you attack. Yes, I think I know who you attack. The next verse, once you read how it was written, meaning grammatically, I knew it wasn't her and her team. I am not going to comment on that part. I'm going to leave the part there alone. But I was duly informed that I know Spice right, thing like that. So now follow up that one day. Too much who write it is not important. White say and white the objective and thing. A man of both Raga. If you're born fall feather close to someone that has it, it what? A man of both Raga. If you're born fall feather close to someone that has it, it what? I don't understand. Give me a call, President. I don't really understand what that person there say. Hello?
Yes, Raga, what about?
There you where I say?
What? Yeah, I have something to tell you about,
Talk to me, no?
Yeah, tell us certain find a lady in our church. Yeah, usher in our church.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell her Raga, me I get Christmas, me I get New Year, me I get everything in one now.
What you mean? What you mean? Christmas and New Year? What you mean?
Why I love it nice.
I start out turn up?
What?
So what make her start out? What make her start out turn up?
Why 10 years he park up and you don't touch.
She said what?
10 years he park up and you don't touch, but his husband die.
10 years she did park up and not touch her. 10 years she not do nothing?
So I'm find meeting now on taxi.
You meet her, right? Don't say meet him because you don't want to confuse people. You meet her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You meet her in one taxi, and then when you meet her in the taxi, how the meeting they did go? How that go?
It's a conversation with the driver. I talk about one lady against him, So.
How that go? One driver, the driver what?
It was 3 ladies inside the taxi and 2 men.
Yeah.
And the driver in the conversation you done on the lady in the front.
Right, the driver talked to one lady in the front, yeah.
Yeah, and the argument starts spreading on the taxi and reach out and then join the argument and come to find the lady.
Well, your phone kind of break up a little bit, but talk directly in your phone. Here, go on, yeah.
Yeah, so I come to meet the lady now.
Okay, you meet her, yeah?
I'm here to tell you, say, brother. Come meet the lady. No, sir.
No.
But
hold on, when you meet her and thing like, how long before you and her start to?
2 weeks after.
2 weeks after. And you say she usher in a church?
Mm-hmm.
And you say her start to turn up?
What?
No, but me I say, what make her start to turn up? What she good at? What she good at?
Boy, I mean, I tell you, she good at loving, man.
She just good at loving?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's it? She good at loving?
Yeah, but.
Raga. Okay.
Raga, me can't lie down on the bed, man. You have to stand up on the bed.
You can't what?
I cannot lie down to make she hold my neck. When she hold my neck,
yeah,
come like she want to pop off my head, so.
Oh, you mean the way she go hard?
Yeah.
Then, okay, so what you mean? So you can't lie down by your back and make she go on top?
Nah, man, I say I cannot lie down on top of her because she come like she want to pop off my head.
You can't lay down, you can't go up on top of her.
No, me have to stand up around the bed, man.
You have to stand up in the bed?
Round the bed.
Oh, you mean on the side of the bed?
Yeah, man.
Oh, and you have her on the bed and you go on with the things and pan her?
Yeah, man, I'm stand up a grog, man.
So what you mean? So from you start out with that woman, you never go in the bed with her yet?
Raga, I don't like when he hold me around my head. Come like one pop off my head, man.
Then hold on, then you're the man at work and whatever. Hold on and put it on pan her. I don't understand what you say. You go and like say, no man, what you say that makes sense to me, No,
Raga,
man.
she was nice.
No, hold on, man. You go around, my man. What you say that makes sense to me, man. So if when I have read, like all them woman that with fingernail and all them something there and all them thing that woman whatever this and that. You hold them man and girt them one time when them are real up under the strength of the thing. So you tell me say you never go in at the bed with her. You gonna make people listen and say, say I lie that man you tell.
Raga. You can't make you talk to her, man.
Me can't talk to her right now?
Not right now, he must sleep right now. Two different women.
She's
sleeping right now. She's sleeping right now.
Then why you not tell me say you can't make me talk to her if she asleep right now and she not dead no man?
Me have to call her.
Nah, man, people are listening right now and people are going to say them not to believe you because you can't, the whole time you start out with that woman. Hold on. The whole time you start out that woman, you never go in the bed with her yet because you don't want she choke you.
Yes, Raga, go inside the bed with her. I stay inside the bed. But the reason why?
Yeah.
I don't like when he grab on my neck. My neck hurt no more.
She. You don't like when
she.
You don't like when
she grab up my neck.
Yeah. So when me ask a big man, me ask you again, if she grab your neck, why you know hold her and call her and then send it up on her same way? You know do that something there?
Raga come like a fight about the
no, you know for hold cause some you know you're stronger than her. You're stronger than her.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So when me answer, me still not get it, Me last, Me gotta be honest with you, me last. Me not get it. Me understand, say some woman them hand too free and them fingernail woman they will all crab up your back, Back in the day when me a while and out there, and me all have a look woman when me a do a thing on the side. When I think when me check out them fingernail, because them go leave mark on you, and you go home with mark and you can't. So you see all them woman, you go so boom, and you pre them fingernail. You see if them fingernail long, them not really make your fingernail touch you, Because if the fingernail go broke on them, a problem on them, so them protect them fingernail. But you see if them fingernail kind of highish, but not really, low, but in a high, them will crab you up, man. So, you know, as a man, so you have to hold that, you have to look on her and check her fingernail, and when you put it on her now, you hold her on, you understand what I say? But
yeah,
not a regular thing, man, though. So I don't know how you say, boy, you can't take the little bed thing with her, you have to stay up on the side because, you can't take her hand on your neck and whatever. I don't know, you confused me there, so G.
That's really confusing, man. May I tell you the thing that she using the hand to hold me around the head.
Okay.
And
all right.
pushing me and, give me a pain, so.
Okay. And when you say she usher in a church and at 10 years now, she not do it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Raga, may I tell you something, I love it, man.
Okay, all right. You still
I have to marry to it, man.
Yeah, man, you got married to her?
Yeah, man.
Because I start out good, don't?
What?
That's why you got married to her, don't?
She can cook and she can bake. She have every style, man. She clean, man.
Oh, so you got married to her because she can cook and she can bake and her start out turn up, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. All right, Papa, big up yourself here.
All right. Yeah, okay. Man, take care.
Yeah, man, no found a woman out there and think about you can't find a good man. And you can't find a husband and all these things and whatever. Here the man say a while ago, all you have to do... Prezi, why you laugh for? Prezi, why you laugh for? You want Prezi love a Mixup, you say, yo, Yeah, no, yeah, the man say, you know, no found out about you can't find a husband and you can't find a man and whatever. Yeah, the man say, if you can cook and you can bake and you sort out, turn up and thing and whatever, the man we married you can't get a husband. Yeah, no found I need to shape up on the baking skills. No found I need to turn up on the cooking skills. No found I need to turn up on the sort out skills how to get a husband. Oh, by the way, before you come cuss me because I'm being sarcastic. Sometimes I'm being sarcastic. I want to think that it's obvious that I'm being sarcastic. I don't necessarily mean what I say. And someone will write me and I can't believe I said that. Because Jamaicans have a serious problem. I understand sarcasm sometimes, you know. I'm joking. So I don't want to come take me on and all these things right now or whatever. Not because I'm mellow out now. I not go down on the back and thing, me ignore and things. So sometimes, you know, whatever. Yeah, the man I say. Him no want to do, man I choke him and whatever and thing. Yeah? That I go on general. Look at choking I go on, look at squeezing her neck go on, you know. Y'all have some man love that, you know, when the woman them get bringle and reel up and know and choke and whatever and thing when it sweet them and them something there, you know. Other one I go now. If a boss man walk near Pit Pine Wood, he will have pain. Hospital is the next stop. I give them ashes, water. Wait, when Nice Wife say? Presley, you read that when Nice Wife? If a boss man walk near Pitch Pine Wood, burn, he will have pain. And then hospital at the next stop. I give him ashes water for drink. Nice Wife. What is ashes water? Yo, we never hear about that yet. Ashes water. What is ashes water, Nice Wife? I want the different. I want to have some next level. Hey, but Nice Wife know the something them, you know. Nice Wife know the traditional something them. Any other traditional something them where you come with Nice Wife know them. Any like old school thing, old school treatment and thing. No care how crazy it is, no care how effect. Nice Wife, post quick. What good for man take for strengthening them body and strengthening them sort out? Me why you post that quick, Nice Wife? No, seriously, somebody, you know, you write to me, him up here, and I said, boy, him a Jamaican and thing, and him knows that things exist. Natural thing exists. For Jamaican, man, you know, strengthen them, this and that. We know the obvious thing with Jamaican roots and Irish mash. But me I say, Nice Wife, what kind of bush and what kind of wood, like wood with Jamaican boil and draw, and thing good for man, you know, when them want strengthen them tool and strengthen them sort out. Nice Wife, post that quick. Post that quick. Because the youth listening show and whatever, so I'm glad you bring it up and sit there, we can make him know what go on there. So post that quick. See? Let me see if she posts anything. She not post anything yet. Nice Wife, post that quick because the show is soon done. Okay, I just want to remind people that for the members of Ragashanti TV and thing over YouTube, more as a big respect to like a little party where we have what day, the members only party. It did from coal stove. Yeah, but she said ashes water. Where ashes water come from in a coal stove? Mine on a mad me night. Yeah, the little members only party go on good. And a little thing involved with it what I like. You know, like music play for what members only party online. Online members only party. So I like it when the music play for a while and then I like, hold on, the Nice Wife say true but the fall feather and pitch pine wood. Nice Wife, you don't answer a question and I tell her, Doreen say Guinea and weed. Guinea and weed, turn up your sort out for man. All right. Okay, Guinea and weed. Yeah, man, the members only party online. It go on good one night and thing. I had a lot of fun. So, big up all of the members of Ragashanti TV and thing. And I'm looking forward to the next party, online party and sitting and thing. Bless up on yourself and thing. And if you don't join Ragashanti TV yet, make sure so you join over YouTube and then you enjoy, you know, the special perks that come with membership. Also want to remind you that I put up a post for members. Raga, you get ashes from cooking with wood or coal. June Rogers, you now listen when me I say, me can't believe someone now tell me what ashes is. That's the only thing I'm a fool. June Rogers, you really tell me where ashes... June Rogers, you really tell me where ashes come from. You know, listen what me I say, you know. Seriously, June Rogers? You don't think me know where ashes come from? Nice wife say, ashes water. See, well, 20 Green, you make sense now. Put the ashes in the water. Well, explain that to me, yeah. But June Rogers, explain to me where ashes come from. June Rogers, Raga, you get ashes from cooking with... Raga, you get ashes from cooking with wood or coals. Well, duh. Seriously, June Rogers, you really think some me a kunamono and thing I never... Lord God. Okay, let me see now. Donna Roberts says, I Raga. Spice's fan fails to realize that her health issues are no concern of theirs. She is not obligated to share anything with the public, wishing her a full recovery. Well, that is true. That is true. But Donna, and again, I'm telling you something I want to go in at a party, but one of the things where them say, and me just briefly I give a sense of where them a come from. Them say, nah, God, me don't really want. I don't know if you remember when Spice did do the colorism thing and them something there. So them say, you know, Spice will come out and, you know, kind of draw a card upon them in order to get publicity. And Spice has done something before. Donna, you probably don't know, right? So Spice has done some things before that was aimed at garnering publicity. And the things were, you know, like them that say Spice tricked them or Spice fooled them or whatever. I remember the whole thing when Spice did the whole thing there with her body and make herself look, you know, like say she did bleach out and thing and she just put it out there and people are like, whoa, what was Spice I doing, whatever. And so, and there are some other things where she do, you know, to generate publicity for certain launches and things. So, I'm just paraphrasing you, okay? So some people are like, yeah, you know, so when it's convenient, you know, you do so and so, for, you know, you do so and so, for get publicity from where, and, you know, and this and that and whatever, and you always explain, and you always this, and you always that, so they must say, you know, them need clarification no, and them need somebody to say so and so no, and whatever. But of course, if she's unconscious or whatever, she can't give clarification. Well, that is just my opinion. But I'm just giving you a pinch at the other side where me no want to get in, me no want them look passa or whatever. But if you read the opinions out there, some people have some really strong opinions about, you know, and suspicions about this and that. See, somebody said that sounds like the little boy who cry wolf. It's something similar to that, where, you know, you come out with something all the while and, you know, you play it off and you get currency out of it, you get capital out of it. So they must say, no, that this come on and whatever, and we care about you need to tell me what is going on so we can know what is going on, and don't try to go around me and don't tell me the truth and them something. That is where some people are coming from, okay? All right, people, take care of yourself. Do remember that this Friday, 1 o'clock, so Jamaica and the US upon the East Coast upon the same time. Now, this Friday, 1 o'clock, over YouTube, Ragashanti TV, is a thing named Free Up, the realest Jamaican talk show upon the internet right now. If you want to learn something, if you want to laugh, learn, and grow, and that's the thing, that 1 o'clock with yours truly, Ragashanti Live, Ragashanti TV, the channel name, over YouTube, this Friday, 1 o'clock. Tune in for that. And you don't know, so in the night, right here, so Ragashanti Live on the Bridge 99 FM again. But in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, yeah, Free Up with me, Ragashanti. Over there, Ragashanti TV on YouTube. Make sure someone tune in for that. Take care of yourself, people. Love and blessings. Be safe out there. Outer road. Cool.